All right, guys, this is what you're going to be doing today. I'll just use one even as an example. If you log into Google Classroom, you're going to find the last two things that I've posted in here. What I want you to do is just go to the portrait link. This is what I want you to be working on today. It's probably going to take you the whole class. If you go to on the classwork tab, it's also under lighting and portraits. So here it is, the portrait link. So if you click on that, you'll notice that there's a link here. It links to your folder. And inside your folder, you're going to see not edited and edited. There's nothing in the edited photos yet because that's where your edits are going to go. So you're going to click on not edited. And today you're only going to be downloading photos. You're going to do two things. You're going to first add them to your personal drive. Now this is my drive that you're working out of, so I don't want you to delete anything. So if you see photos that you don't want, don't delete them. You can do that in your own drive once they're there. So I'm going to just start with Period 1 class, and I thought Blake wouldn't mind. He's got some awesome photos out here, so whoever was taking these photos did a good job. So number one, I want you to find the photos of you. So generally speaking, they're in clusters like this because that's the way you guys were taking them. Unless you're just sort of randomly shooting pictures of people. But I want you to find your photos, and you can just drag a box around them and do them in sets if you want. And once they're highlighted, you are going to right-click on one of them, and a menu will pop up. Now, my menu is going to look different than yours because this is my drive, so add to my drive isn't going to show up in here, but one of your menu items, and I believe it's right around in here, it'll say add to my drive. So when you do that, those photos will instantly, if you clicked on your drive, like my drive here, they'll show up in here. So now they're in your drive. So this is where you can sort of go through them and edit them if you want to. These were the ones that they show up here if you open them up. And because I'm in my drive, that's where they went. So they show up there at the top. But anyway, let me go back here. Sorry, I'm sick. That's why I'm home today. Anyway, and then once they're in your drive like this, that's when you want to start looking through them then. And some of them you're going to keep and some of them you're not. And then you want to download them to yourself so you can actually use them. So what I would suggest doing then is once they're in your drive, you're going to click on them and you're going to look at them. And you can just click through by using the arrows. So this is a good photo. Everything's in focus. So if you like the photos, like this one, nice photo, but it's not in focus. But this is a great one. So he's got two of the same, and that's what you guys did. You took a number. You did exactly what you were supposed to do. You took a number of photos, and some are going to be blurry and some are not. And of course, you would want to, keep the ones that are focused on the face. So if you like a photo, you're going to click download, and you're just going to go through them. This one's a little bit darker. I have another one that's similar. That's a good one. So you're just going to look at these. That's a good one. Don't be scared away by underexposed photos like this. So if the photo's a little darker, these are dark, but they're certainly in focus. So you can edit those things later on. So there's a lot of photos in here. So as I click through them, that's a nice one. I like smile there. And so go through them once they're in your drive. Another thing that I want you to do is if whoever took these photos, this is card 1, so somebody took these photos. So remember that you are going to have on your contact sheet, and it says it up on the board if you look up there, you have to have 5, 5, and 5. So 5 headshots, 5 poses. So these would be poses in here. I would have to look down here. I know Blake has some like headshots that are in here. So 5 headshots, 5 poses, and then 5 images that you took of someone else. So whoever took these pictures of Blake, these would be your photos to add to your own personal portfolio that you're going to download. And remember, you guys are going to sort of work together in groups to make a place to display all the photos that you shot. So for now, you're just collecting photos. Find photos of you, and find some really nice photos that you took. If you're not sure whether you took them or not, you might need to collaborate with some of your group, but that's part of this activity. So just spend the class period finding all of your photos and adding them to your drive, okay? Once they're in your drive, you may do with them what you want. You can download them or get rid of them, but don't do it in my drive, okay? That's it. And hopefully I will see you and next time you're in class.